Introduction to the GDC Cohort Builder. GDC 2.0 Video Guides. Bill Wysocki, PhD, GDC User Services Lead, Center for Translational Data Science, University of Chicago. The GDC 2.0 workflow centers around the idea of building cohorts or groups of cases before analyzing or downloading data. Cohorts are created using the Cohort Builder tool, which allows users to specify cases with custom filters for things like disease characteristics, patient demographics, data type, and more. In this video, we will use the GDC Cohort Builder to build a cohort of patients with lung cancer that are over the age of 50 and have harmonized RNA-seq data. How to build a cohort. Starting at the data portal homepage, portal.gdc.cancer.gov, the Cohort Builder tool can be reached by clicking on the Cohort Builder icon at the top left of the page, the third icon from the left. The tool can also be reached from the Analysis Center by finding the Core Tools section in the center of the screen and clicking on the play button within the Cohort Builder tile. Starting at the Cohort Builder screen, we see many filter cards which pertain to specific cancer research programs and cancer diagnosis information, such as disease type and primary diagnosis. Near the top of the screen is a solid blue cohort toolbar from which we can manage our custom cohorts. The right side of this toolbar displays the number of cases currently in the cohort, which right now is over 86,000, all of the cases in the GDC at this time. The name field displays unsaved_cohort, and underneath it shows changes not saved, which tells us any filtering selections we may have made are not yet saved. We are going to search for cases with all types of lung cancer. First, we go to the Tissue or Organ of Origin filter card. Here it is in the center of the bottom row of cards, but note that this card may not always be in this exact position. Since there is a long list of values, we will choose the magnifying glass at the top of the filter card to search for values that match with the text lung. There are 5 results. The right column displays the number of cases and percentage of overall cases pertaining to each value. When we select a value by clicking on the checkbox to the left of the value, the rest of the cards update in real time to represent information pertaining to the new set of filters. We have selected lung not otherwise specified, and the number of cases in the cohort toolbar has updated to 10,869. The blue and white query toolbar, which is below the cohort toolbar, shows which filters have been selected. We will select lower lobe lung, middle lobe lung, overlapping lesion of lung, upper lobe lung. At the left side of the Cohort Builder tool is a list of more filter categories that can be used to create a cohort. We will select the demographic category, second in the list, to filter for patients who are 50 years of age or older at diagnosis. The Age at Diagnosis card on the right side of the first row of cards can be used to filter for a particular decade or custom range of ages. Again, note that cards may not be in the same location for everyone. To select for patients who are 50 years of age or older at diagnosis, enter 50 in the top From field and the greater than or equal to sign, and nothing in the second To field. Then below these two fields, click Apply, which will update the number of cases in the cohort, which is 4,550. Next, we will select only cases with harmonized RNA-seq data, which can be accomplished by selecting the Available Data Filter category near the bottom of the category list. The Experimental Strategy card at the top row of cards, third from the left, can do this. First, select the plus button or 5 more at the bottom of the card to expand the list to display all values, and select RNA-seq. Note that further file filtering can be performed when the cohort is brought to the repository tool. Finally, we want to remove patients with the Tissue or Organ of Origin value of overlapping lesions of lung. Instead of returning to the original card to do this, we can simply go to the Query toolbar above the Cohort Builder tool and click anywhere within the bubble that corresponds to the filter value we would like to remove. We have finished filtering and have 1,223 cases. We are done with this section and our cohort has been built. Saving your cohort. Before moving on to other analysis or downloading tasks, we want to be sure to save our cohort. We will go to the blue cohort toolbar near the top of the portal. The cohort name field currently reads unsaved_cohort. To save, we click the square floppy disk button directly to the right of the name field. The portal gives a prompt to name the cohort. A cohort can be named anything, but we would suggest choosing a meaningful name. We will name this cohort Lung 50+ RNA. Click on the Save button at the bottom right of the prompt. We now see our cohort's name reflected in the cohort name field, as well as the query toolbar below. Creating a new cohort. If we want to create another cohort, we can click the plus button to the right of the floppy disk on the cohort toolbar. This brings us back to the beginning of the workflow, in which no filters are applied. All cases are present, and our cohort is named unsaved_cohort, with a yellow icon indicating that it is not yet saved. An additional new cohort cannot be created until the unsaved cohort is saved. When there is more than one cohort, we can choose between them by clicking on the down arrow at the right side of the cohort name field. This will show a drop-down menu with all of the existing saved cohorts. Select one to be the active cohort, the cohort on which we will perform our analyses. Cohorts can be deleted by choosing the trash can button. Importing and exporting cohorts. We can export our cohort as a plain text list of case IDs by choosing the underlined down arrow button in the cohort toolbar. This file can be saved locally and imported as a cohort later with the import function. A list of case IDs can be imported to create a cohort by choosing the underlined up arrow button in the cohort toolbar. A window pops up prompting us to either enter case IDs directly into the top panel or choose a file containing a list of case IDs. The case IDs can be GDC-specific UUIDs or barcodes that can be found in publications for certain research projects. We are pasting 10 case IDs, 10 case barcodes, and one incorrect ID into the field. The summary table at the bottom of the window tells us if they are matched or recognized as GDC cases. Any unmatched cases, such as the incorrect ID, will be ignored. We choose Submit and are prompted to provide a name. We click Save to save our cohort. Note that importing a list of cases does not preserve the filters used to generate them. Using a custom cohort. In the cohort toolbar, we select from our list of saved cohorts. We have selected Lung 50+ RNA, and the name is displayed in the cohort name field. To exit the cohort builder, we choose the X button at the top left of the tool, to the left of the cohort builder title. This brings us to the GDC Data Portal Analysis Center. The analysis tool cards show the number of cases within our cohort with data for each tool. Analyses we perform with each tool will provide results pertaining specifically to our active cohort. For more information on specific tools, please refer to the other videos or go to docs.gdc.cancer.gov.